I guess we're doing it. Good morning, GM all. Look at that, my face is on there too. I did a stream over the weekend for a hackathon. It's live on the page. And I shared my face, or yeah, just because I thought it was more personable from doing a workshop. And I was like, fine, I'll continue. I kind of stopped sharing my face in streams for a little while. Didn't think it was that necessary to share the information. Well, then I started to realize that the way that I connect with those that might end up watching in the future, or the way they end up connecting with me as like an educator or whatever else, is relatively important. So I'm going to start sharing my face again for now. I might try and get like a VRM model to be here eventually just for fun, and then have the VRM model kind of copy my actions and stuff. But for now, hello, Chloe here, and welcome to Chloethedev Unfiltered. I also randomly changed the name of the stream to Smoothie with Chloe in the morning because I love Troy and Abed. If you don't know who they are, sorry for your life, sad times. But I do have my smoothie. It's pretty good. There is mixed unsalted nuts, water, a banana, some frozen mango, peach, strawberry, grapes, pineapple, spinach, flax seeds, some coconut oil, and that might be it. Might be other stuff, but it's a pretty good smoothie. I usually have one of these in the morning from like breakfast/lunch, and gives me the energy for the day. So this is, I guess, the first Chloethedev Unfiltered stream in quite a while. Recently, I became a MetaPool ambassador. As a MetaPool ambassador, one of the tasks is actually to stream or to live stream on X, on Twitter, going to Twitter Space, once a week, and try and share about MetaPool to, I guess, your local community. Personally, I don't like X that much. I enjoy interacting with it for fun, like maybe not full out trolling or full out shit posting, but I do think it's more of like these days it's more of like a fun platform just to engage and engage with others and poke around and kind of have fun. Less of an educational platform, in my opinion. I joined Twitter for Web3 research. I mean, I think back in the good old days, like 2017, 2018, all of the like Ethereum researchers were all on Twitter to share their research for the most part. At least that's what I was seeing. And so for me, that was the best place to learn. Now it seems like a lot of those people have moved to Farcaster. Twitter might not be the best place to reach out to new people or to educate. And so back to YouTube for me. Last Monday, I did my first Meta Pool Monday with Chloe stream. It was more of a demo stream just to kind of get situated and figure out what I wanted to do more. So one of the decisions was to change the account I'm working with. So I think last week I was using MetaPoolMondays.near. This time I'm using Chloethedev.near. So on MeteorWallet.app, I'm able to pretty easily switch back to MetaPool Mondays. I can see my balance here. And then, this is a very educational stream. The idea is that if people have questions, actually, speaking of questions, let me open up my studio so I can actually see people's questions and respond to them. So here we go. Let me just actually get it in an appropriate size. It loves taking up my entire screen. And here we go. So if anyone has questions about what they're seeing, what's going on in the stream, please feel free to ask. I can see the chat. And actually, one thing I always do before I get too deep into the stream is I go on my mobile device. I just double check to make sure audio is loud and clear, screen is working well, and let's continue. So on this MetaPool-Mondays.near account, I have about 39.89 USD value. Hey there, Kwame. What we're going through today is a little more about MetaPool. I'll be going through the documentation a little bit more, and then specifically talking about grants round 7, as well as, I know I was talking about it a bit earlier, but the old MetaPool site. So the ability, it doesn't even, here we go. Lovely. So the forgetful meta holders. So I am one of those forgetful. I wasn't really forgetful. I just didn't feel like removing liquidity from people because I had liquidity in ref finance. I wanted to allow other people to be able to trade. I felt weird withdrawing that liquidity when people were trying to make swaps and make withdrawals. So I kind of waited for other people to be able to do that. And I was very happy to see that the forgetful meta holders will still be able to lock meta and migrate after May 1st. So don't worry if you do. Previously, I was under the assumption, I didn't really read through every single line of this, which is what the stream is for, to make sure we can go through every single word of the MetaPool documentation, dig into it a bit more, and have a full understanding of what's going on in the MetaPool like DAO ecosystem. But you will not receive payments until you migrate. So if you have Meta tokens in your wallet somewhere or in liquidity somewhere, and maybe you couldn't access it before because the Meta contract was locked, and for example, on Ref Finance a few weeks ago, let's say a few months ago, if you tried to search Meta, you actually weren't able to even find it a few weeks ago. And now, after the whole May 1st, which is wonderful, yay, you can now see Meta. You could actually even buy some Meta. So let's say the slippage is wild. Most people have bought it all. But if you wanted to buy some Meta, you could do so. You would lose a heck of a lot of funding to try and even buy 100 near worth. Right, 100 near is worth $779 US currently, and you would only get $270 worth of Meta. So you can see there's not much liquidity on Ref, which is why I left liquidity in there. But now I am going through the process of staking. So again, even if you only bought 10 near worth, it'd be a bit better, right? You put $77 in and you get around $65 out. So I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm trying to practice not wearing them as much and see if I can not require them as much. It's not going that great. I have to squint even looking at my second screen. But if you do have some Meta, you do not need to swap. So for example, if you are selling your Meta, you will also not get the best rate. Let's say you were selling 1,000 Meta, you would be losing $3 in value, arguably. So up to people what they decide to do. If you want to just exit the ecosystem, we'll start off right away. You can just take your Meta and you can sell it on Ref, get some near tokens, and do something else. Awesome. What I'm going to be focusing on today a bit more is I already went through MetaPool last week. I'm not going to be going through the site as much. This week, the multi-chain governance application for Meta Pool DAO should open up. So for example, here on Ethereum, this is my Ethereum account. I have some mpDAO tokens. And then if I go to Near, I'm going to have to log out and log back in, but let's let it do its thing real quick. But yeah, if I log into Near, you will also see that I'm logged in as MetaPoolMondays.near. I have no mpDAO tokens. We're going to disconnect. We are then going to log in with Chloethedev on MetaPool as well. We're just gonna MetaPool Mondays. We're gonna go to the drop down. We're gonna change it to Chloethedev, and we are going to log in. So I have dozens, if not like actually quite a few dozen accounts on Near. They're relatively straightforward to create. I try and create accounts for different projects, for example, or some are secured by my ledger, some are just for fun. But either way, on this account, chloethedev.near, I am logged into metapool.app and it says I have 0 mpDAO tokens. This is correct. I would have to go to old metapool.app to be able to see the meta tokens that I have. So in the documentation, to find the documentation, you can go to metapool.app. Again, the left-hand side bar, the bottom right-hand little book is the documentation. So I click that book, it opens up the docs. Awesome. Now, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to search through what's here on the left-hand bar. There's a lot of content to go through. Some of this content even has other drop-downs. So Stake has a few more drop-downs, Launchpad has a few more drop-downs, and it just continues to go, which is awesome. We love to see projects with extensive documentation, but the search bar will probably be your best friend. So if you're like, you know what, I'm into this ecosystem, how do I purchase some? So for me, I just type in Uniswap, and how to get mpDAO. Uniswap is the article that I would look at. Go to this link, connect your wallet, use MetaMask, approve the token, swap, and then stake them again. Pretty straightforward. But again, for today, if you're looking for the old MetaPool.app site and some more information about the vote reset, you can just start typing in old alone will do it, but old meta, here you go. I didn't migrate, manage to lock in time. What do I do? Well, even here, you might know where to go. Here you go, old metapool.app. And this is the page that will actually show us what's going on. So I actually saw this announcement from AVB. Huge shout out to AVB and his podcast. I didn't see an official announcement from MetaPool, so I was a bit worrisome for a while whether this was a legit site. But it does seem like it's a legit site. It is in the MetaPool docs. The token is unlocked. Great to see it. So start migration now. Big button I'm going to click. Connect your Near wallet to access your voting power. Let's do it, my friend. And the reason I'm logging in again is because these are actually different applications. So what you see here on metapool.app is one application, right? The old .metapool.app is a different application, which is why I need to log in again to this application. So Chloethedev, I will log in, and I will also have a sip. Hey there, Nedlar. Glad you could make it out. Glad you're here. I know I'm missing the Marmaduke Gaming call as well at the moment. So if anyone here wants to get a free gaming item for Marmaduke Gaming, you can pop over there quickly on Telegram, drop your Near account in the call, get a free gaming item. But yeah, the MetaPool Mondays happening on Monday mornings does conflict. Okay, so I'm logged in. You can see I have my 13,000 Meta. Here on the other page, it shows mpDAO. And on old mpDAO, it shows Meta. Okay, now you can only lock positions once per account. Sorry, meaning if you have Meta tokens and you want to deposit them to get mpDAO tokens, you can only do this once per account. So for example, my Chloe.Near account, let's show what that looks like real quick. Actually, I can't show it here. Never mind. But the Chloe.Near account, actually, maybe I awkwardly can. If I come here. Actually, there's no way. There is absolutely no way. I purposely keep my Chloe.Near not on my laptop, and for that reason. But here, we're going to add voting power, keep it really straightforward, hit max. Generally, just to show what it's like, and I want to be able to show some stuff later, I'm going to do one. Actually, I'm nervous about this. So I'm actually going to do 13,000 of them first for 300 days. So this will lock my position. But what I think is going to happen is the extra 100 and whatever tokens won't be able to be locked. So I'm going to use this as a way to show that you can only lock once per account, I'm pretty sure. I wish this was a bit different, but it seems like this is the way it is. So 13,000 Meta tokens. I'm going to lock these for 300 days, which means for the next 300 days, I'll be earning rewards every month on my Meta or mpDAO tokens in ST-Near, but I will not be able to withdraw those tokens. Okay, so you can see what's happening here. Chloethedev.Near is interacting with Meta token.near, so the actual Meta token. The deposit is 1 Yocto. 1 Yocto is the smallest amount of Near you can send. And whenever you send tokens, whether it's NFTs or fungible tokens on Near, you must also attach the 1 Yocto for security reasons. The security reason is that the wallet pops up. Because NEAR is being transferred with the NFT, with the fungible token, you need to have a pop-up, you need to click approve, and that is the security mechanism. You could imagine if there was no pop-up, then any application could start sending off your fungible tokens without you even knowing or approving, which would not be great. So, okay, so I deposited. Now I have this voting power. Add voting power. It's letting me add again. We're good. Go team. So I'm going to add again just for fun. For this one, I will do the lowest time of 30 days, just so that in 30 days, I can go through the unlocking process on a stream. Usually I just lock everything for the longest period of time because I care more about like engaging in governance than, you know, seeing how much rewards I can or how I could trade the tokens. But I will miss out on 821 or 680 something, I don't know, voting power just to show this. So we're going to lock again, which I love to see, because you can only migrate once per account. But it seems like locking, you can do as much as you'd like, which is awesome. So we locked our tokens. We should have a little bit more voting power. Yay. And so we have our 2 tokens. If you want to modify, right, unlock isn't going to work. I mean, it shouldn't. Is it going to work to unlock? Okay, I'm going to click it just for fun because I don't know why that would work. Wait, didn't I lock it? Shouldn't this transaction have an error? Let's see. That's wild. Oh my gosh. That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh no. So you can unlock, but it's still going to take 29. It's still going to take 29 days to be. That's funny. That's actually interesting. So you can unlock early, but then it's just going to take the same amount of time. Okay, so I don't know why they even let me do that. But anyways, we're going to relock. I just wanted to test that out. Again, this is more of an educational research stream. Especially when I'm live streaming, I'm just testing things out so that you don't have to if you're watching. Not everyone wants to just push buttons on blockchains and see what happens. I very much do. It's quite enjoyable. And then modify, which I think is pretty cool. So you can increase your lock time. So right now my cool off period is 45 days. Okay, and I can go all the way up to 300 again and earn extra voting power. Cool. Now, migrating, we do have to do that. So this is going to take my meta tokens and then migrate them to mpDAO tokens because they are now locked. And this is what, from my understanding, only happens once per account. So if I do this now and then I go buy, well, actually I'll show you. Why not? This would be the fun stuff to show. So I'm going to now migrate to mpDAO. Let's let that go through. Let's open up Ref Finance again. We already explained that it's a very, very bad rate. I'm logged into the wrong account. So let's log in with Chloethedev as well. Okay. Let's see. Now it's saying, please wait till May 1st. My migration is completed. Yay! Okay, so migration is completed. We're going to close this one. We are going to open up here. We're going to connect to Chloethedev. Awesome. And we're going to try and, let's say we already migrated. We love this, let's say, because when you go to the actual vote section, you could see what the APY is. Actually, I don't know why it's looking like that. The voters APY 23%. I think because we're on old MetaPool, it looks so much different. Sorry, it looks very different. Let's try going back to this newer page now, because it should show us now on NEAR our mpDAO tokens. Hopefully. Nope, still doesn't show them. See, this is all interesting, fun stuff. This is why I'm doing it here, because now it's saying I have no meta. We already agreed on this. I should have no meta because I have voting power instead. And I did do the migration. So we should be able to see, and it keeps going back to Ethereum for some reason, we should be able to see the mpDAO tokens now here. Maybe we need to add the token to our wallet. Let's try that. Where is... Sorry, it says confirm it in your wallet. I'm not seeing a wallet pop up. Sad times. Anyways, let's go through this fun stuff first. Let's take 0.819 near. Let's buy a little bit of Meta. We're not... So buying this little bit amount, it doesn't seem like we're losing that much, right? So we're going to put $6.39 in. We're going to get $6.25 out. It's going to go straight from near to Meta. Let's make the fun little swap. Let's get some more Meta into our wallets. As you can see here, the near is being swapped to W near, which is just wrapped near. All this means is that the wrapped near is a fungible token, and it can interact with other fungible tokens in the ecosystem. So it just makes it more uniform for the tokens to interact with one another. So we are going to get ourselves a bit of Meta. We are on the old MetaPool site here, and we can see that there actually doesn't seem to even be a spot anymore to be able to deposit, right? So you can see I have 181.7744 Meta. It's in my account. Okay, so let's say I want to find a way to deposit these tokens. Now it's saying undefined APY. This is so interesting. Couldn't open the pop-up window, so it didn't even work on this page either. So it seems like adding mpDAO to your wallet from this section doesn't actually work. Oh, wait. Allow pop-ups from MetaPool. Ha ha ha. There we go. But wait, still not working because it's receiving data from app and not actually displaying the data. Let's try this one more time. I love finding bugs on sites. So let's try this again. We go to near. It's saying we have no mpDAO. We're going to try and add the token. Although it says decimal 0 and stuff, so this isn't going to work. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of information that isn't showing up here. So that probably isn't going to work. Fun times. And again, this is mostly to show that you cannot do this flow. So I'm not expecting this to work. It keeps going back to Ethereum. On the old site, I'm unable to. It says you've already migrated. If I try and add voting power, yes! So you can still do it through Meta, but you can't do it through mpDAO. I love this. So I can go buy more Meta, add the voting power, lock it up, and convert to mpDAO. What I cannot seem to be able to do yet, this might still work, right? Yet. It's saying to sign it in the wallet again, and I'm still not getting a pop-up. So that's interesting. Let's try this again. We're having some interesting issues, but I've never tried doing this before, so let's see. 300 days. Let's maybe go for a different time, just to keep it, like maybe it doesn't want to, I don't know. Okay, so the issue there, I'm going to try it one more time just to make sure that that was the issue. Yeah, all the streams are saved, and you can watch them back in 2x speed. So many times I even tell people, if you're watching the stream and you're busy, I love having people here live, but you can go on and do something else, come back and watch it in 2x speed with subtitles, which can be better for some people. But yeah, having people live is obviously great. You can ask questions and engage as well. Oops, I meant to hit, no. Okay, it closed it, good. I meant to hit 300 again, hit lock. This wasn't working for me. Perfect. So here's a bug, or yes, this is a bug. Because I already have a 300-day position, it seems like I can, actually there's nothing I can do. If I try and add voting power for the same amount of time on the same day, it seems like it causes an error. If I do this tomorrow, it would probably work because, you know what I mean? The one from today would be 299 days. The one for tomorrow will be 300 days. But the simplest solution seems to be... Where'd you go? Where'd the button go? Sorry. Oh gosh. The simplest solution seems... Wait! No! Okay, you're seeing this, right? It's not just me. The button's disappearing. Oh gosh. So I have my meta. I refresh. The button shows up. And then, okay, I clicked it before it disappeared. This time. I'm going to go less than... But look, the button disappeared again. I'm not going crazy. Okay? This is a bug. Anyways, I'm going to lock for less... Oh no, it's... Okay. This time, we're going to refresh the page and click everything before... Oh no, okay, this is actually going way too fast for me to click. Click, lock. No. Now we're getting actual bugs that won't let me do things. Okay, the amount changed. It let me click something. We're going to wait this time and see if we can get a pop-up to come up. This is wild. I love stuff like this. We will persevere. But once we persevere here, I'm going to go a bit more into mpDAO grants 7. So this is the 7th round of mpDAO grants. And I might go through a bit of the previous rounds after that and just showcase what has been approved in the past, how much votes it took to get those proposals approved, and a little bit of stuff like that. But it seems like I am actually having quite a difficult time. I'm going to try just disconnecting. I don't think it liked me clicking approve and then like canceling the wallet right after. I don't think it liked that very much. But that's okay. I should be able to cancel things. Add voting power. 245 days, max, lock. This should open the wallet. Oh, come on. You worked last time. Okay, I might leave this, let it do its thing, hope that it opens up a pop-up. I don't see anything saying pop-ups were blocked. Oh, there we go. Preferences, allow. Haha, we got it. Third time's the charm. Lock. It's really not liking me today. Okay. So let's try a different... What? Let's try a different period of time, right? So 300 didn't work at all. 285 did work, but then I clicked it and then messed it up. So now 270, we're going to assume, because this is the first time trying it, it's going to work. And wow, it did work. So it was obviously some type of like logging happening here, where because I already have a 300-day position, it can't double it up. Because the transaction for 285 days went through halfway, it seems like it also didn't like that one. It was like, hey, we already logged some of that transaction. We're not going to allow you to... And so this is trying to keep us... What? See, okay, this was the bug I was looking for. So because I already migrated, it won't let me make new positions. And this to me seems like a weird bug. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what to do about this one. So it doesn't really make sense to me too much why they would stop an account from migrating twice. Like you could imagine, right? What if I only, like in the beginning, I was going to showcase this by only migrating like 100 tokens. And then I was going to show migrating the rest. But if I tried to do that, it wouldn't have worked. I would have only had my one migration of 164 voting power. And then all this voting power would have been stuck on my account as meta tokens. So I found this very interesting. I'm going to ask some questions to the MetaPool team about this. I think, obviously the solution here is to send these tokens to another account and then lock up through that account and then in 30 days withdraw and send them back, which is a huge user experience hurdle. In my opinion, yes, my migration is completed, but I don't really see why I shouldn't be able to complete multiple migrations. Personally, maybe there's a reason for this. Maybe messes things up on the MetaPool side. And I think I just like more information. But anyways, I do have voting power. I do have my positions. And it says that after May 1st, I can operate on my mpDAO tokens. So when I come to vote and I go to my votes, I should be able to operate on them, but I do not see, oh, I didn't vote on anything yet. Validators. So I should be able to vote on validators now with my voting power, right? We have 65,000. I think I always, for now, just do near week. I said this last week when I was working at Near Foundation with the head of Near Week. We had a call when our very first. I did a lot of onboarding calls to kind of educate new employees to Near Foundation about like the Near ecosystem, Web3, stuff like that. I think that was probably like one of my favorite tasks as like adoption lead or whatever. But when I was speaking with them, I was explaining that, they were thinking about spinning out, and because Near Foundation was always planning on spinning out. So when you see the NDC now and you see Pagoda and Proximity and DevHub, the plan was always to kind of try and spin out these functions of Near Foundation and make them more decentralized. And so I was saying that all of these projects should run their own validator. So Proximity should have a validator. Nearweek has a validator. That's awesome. But every large mint base should run a validator. Paras, every large project should run a validator so that they can support the ecosystem and the ecosystem can support them. It kind of makes a very cyclical system where even if someone doesn't know what they're doing, like all these MetaPool reward votes, they're still able to support the network security and interact on it. So I always just go for near week. This is here. I click vote. I use max. I vote for this validator and I keep it relatively straightforward. This allows me now to be able to earn rewards in the ecosystem because I have engaged in voting. So in use, 65,000 votes, all for near week. Go near week, go news on near. Love to see it. If I go to my votes, it'll now show that I voted for these people. I can unvote and do all this other stuff. That's fine. What I'm not seeing here is any kind of reward information. Probably because this is the old site. But what we can do pretty easily is go to my votes. Just copy and paste our current voting power, and then we can go to the new site, go to vote, and we should get more of a understanding of how this works. So we took around 13,000 Meta tokens. We locked them on average for 300 days. And so generally, I don't like looking at annual returns. Let's look at monthly returns because you do get, rewards from the protocol do get distributed monthly. So this is kind of what you might be looking at. And so monthly, Chloethedev .near should be able to withdraw around 3 ST near tokens, which is pretty cool. So at the in about 30 days, or the end of this month, maybe even, so June 1st, we might be able to see 3 ST near in our accounts. I'm not sure if it's 30 days from when you lock up, or it's a once a month lockup with the first month like prorated or taken off the extra. But we'll find out in a few weeks. So here you go. Monthly, it's going to be about 3 near. Yearly, it's about 71% APY, which is pretty wild. And ooh, this changed. I'm so confused, right? Because you can see on the old site, where are we? Darn it, it's hard to find all this information. It's all in different places. On the old site, there was 50% for voters and 50% for community proposals. This is actually what I'm used to. This is what I'm used to seeing. And this has changed. And I love how you can still see the old site live and see the changes very obvious. But now, 65% go to DAO voters, which used to be 50. So the rewards for being engaged in the ecosystem have gone up. You have 10% to growth and grants, which I love to see a specific amount tailored directly towards grants, we'll talk about in a bit. And then 25% 5% to DAO operations. So to ensure the DAO can grow and not take away funding from the voters or from the grants, which I'd like to see it actually highlighted here, there's 25% for that. So the other important information is that it takes around 200,000. Here, let's go to MPIP. This is the Meta Pool improvement proposals. This is the actual governance system for the Meta Pool DAO. I don't want to go too much into this yet, but the idea is you need 200,000 voting power to be able to engage in, to submit a proposal. You can engage with any amount of Meta Pool DAO tokens, but to be able to submit a proposal for now, you do need 200,000 voting power. For something to pass, right, it would need 24 million votes. So quite a lot of votes needed to actually pass. So here we see, I think it's 500 million. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 50 million. Wow. 48 million. But it got rejected. This one got, this one seems like it only got 16 million. So it seems like it wouldn't have passed, but it seems like it succeeded. Anyways, this one got 18 million. Right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, 18 million. Somehow it passed. So I'm not really sure if they're adhering to the quorum strictly. We're not going to go into that for today. Another stream, maybe next Monday, we can go through the previous MPIPs, talk about what it takes to engage in future MPIPs. If I try and let's see what happens. Let's sign out. Actually, let's go to near.social. I generally like using near social over near.org, mainly because near.org makes you sign a privacy policy, which is a bit weird in my opinion. It's saying I have 0 voting power, but if I sign out and then sign in with Meteor Wallet and we go to Chloethedev, we should see, hopefully, 65,000 voting power. And it's showing 0. So I'm assuming that this MPIP page has not yet been updated for the new governance system, which is fine. As I said previously, the new, woohoo, it does show. So if I had above 200,000 voting power, I'd be able to create a proposal. Proposal threshold not reached, you are not able to create proposals. So on chloethedev.near, I will eventually be getting 200,000 voting power, mainly because I will be probably submitting some MPIPs, probably live on these streams, but I do not have the required voting power to do so yet. Let's exit that. So yeah, if people here are interested, you can currently go to app.ref.finance. You can, I would suggest like buying less than 1 near worth, right? Like a very, very small amount. So like a 1 near worth, or like, you know, maybe 5 near worth, but already at 5 near, you're putting $40 in, and you're already losing a bit of funding. And again, none of this is financial advice. I'm not suggesting any financial like interactions. To me, it's more of research, education, and just community engagement, which is why I say again, like less than 1 near can be more of just a testing experience. You can go to old.metapool.app. You can go to your votes and you could add your voting power. Once you do add your voting power, right, you'll be able to lock it up. If you've already locked, then sadly, you will have to use a new account. Question, kindly allow me to drag you back. Love it. Thank you for the engagement in the question. I want to find out how long it takes for voting power to be reset after it has been used, or better, can I regain voting power after I have exhausted it? So not fully sure what you mean by like regain voting power after you've used it. Normally, to get more voting power, you'd go on Ref Finance, you'd buy more Meta tokens, you would, let's see, you would you know, add your voting power, lock it up. You know, you'd get, you know, let's see if you put 100, like, or 1,000, whatever. Let's see how much it was. So if you put one near in, you would get this much meta, right? 222 meta. Normally, you would then take that 222. You would get, you know, around 1,000 voting power if you lock for 300 days, and then you would lock it, and you'd be able to then engage with the voting, which would allow you to engage with rewards. After you use your voting power, nothing happens with it. I can unvote right now, right? It's like it. Hopefully, we'll see a pop up. We are getting some bugs, it seems, like with the pop ups currently in the wallets. But there you go. So it's just taking some time. No big deal. Not really a bug then. Just a bit slow. It's gonna cost me 16 cents. Lord help me. So I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I'll probably get. Actually, I'm gonna do it just so I can see what happens on near blocks and see how much I get refunded. So near blocks, blockchain explorer, Chloethedev.near. I think 16 cents is way too much. I do not think it would cost that much. And so we are going to check to see how much it actually costed. So yeah, transaction fee ended up being not 16 cents. That did look very weird to me. But you do need to attach at least 16 cents to the proposal, to the transaction, which is fine. So there you go. We unvoted, right? So now we're not voting for anyone. We didn't vote. Oh my gosh. So then you can go back to validators. You know, and the reason I like engaging on Near instead of Ethereum, again, I'm not like, I have engaged on Ethereum. I do plan to at least test that out on Ethereum. But on Ethereum, I'm not able to just, like, for example, let's say someone showed me a really good project. So I was like, you know what? I still like Near Week, right? I want to give them I want to give them 60,000 of my votes, right? I think Near Week is amazing. I want to support their validator. I want to give them more votes. But let's say I wanted to change my vote. And on Ethereum, you have to pay, you know, a lot of gas for every single change. And as we saw on Near, I mean, it's the exact same governance protocol, but I'm paying, I don't know, not a penny, a fourth of a penny, right? Like that's enough where I don't have to think about it every day. I can do that 10, 15, 20 times and still it won't affect my holdings that much. Whereas, this time it's not coming at all. So it seems like sometimes it's a bit slow on the old site. The new site, I never seem to have these types of issues. But the new site is not showing my votes for some reason, which is very weird, but maybe it will. So let's try this again. Let's go to Near Week. Oh, it seems like everything's going a bit slow right now, probably because of Ref. Ref does that. At least when I'm streaming and on Ref and doing a bunch of other stuff. So let's see if we can... Oh my gosh. Get this to work. Near Week. Vote. Must be greater than 0. 60,000. Vote for this validator. And this time we might just have to wait. Not sure. Yeah, we might have to wait for that pop-up to come up. Sadly, I wonder why we are getting such slow wallet opening. Not used to that. Anyways, going into Meta Pool grants, because again, you can vote for validators, which is awesome. I think everyone should be trying to vote for the validators that they care about. I'll be trying to use this stream to go through more validators and kind of where they... So Near Week is one validator, but there's hundreds of validators and they all do different things. And, well, yeah, anyways, at least 100 of validators. But anyways, there's the grants ecosystem as well, which you could also vote for. So These grants are only going to show you the past results, grants from 1 to 6, and 7 is coming up. So in grant round 7, there's $110,000 to be given out. This is because the grant rounds were paused for a while, and so there's a lot of additional rewards that have been saved up for a while, all going out in a single round. So this is going to allow for a wider range of projects to be able to be supported, which is pretty cool. And now it's multi-chain. So previously it was mostly about near projects, or near content creation, near community events. But now MetaPool is very multi-chain. They have Solana, they have Q, they have Ethereum, they have Near, they have Aurora. So any of these ecosystems would be able to submit in the grant round as well. So also, users can lock their mpDAO, like I said, gain, oh my gosh, it came up. Woohoo! So, took a while, but it worked. Glad to see it. Oh gosh. And this is why every project needs to have their own RPC node, their own validator. A network being congested or whatever else shouldn't be the reason for transactions taking a while. But also, I could have my own RPC node too. Let's move forward. So the new formula is introduced to calculate votes. So it's the chosen number of days divided by 60. If you lock for longer, you get a lot more voting power. This is relatively self-explanatory. You don't have to look at the math. The idea is people that are going to lock for longer have more of a say in governance. People who are locking for shorter periods of time, maybe they're worried about token price going down, or maybe they're worried about token price going up and they want to sell. Either way, if you also want to take part in DeFi and trading, you're going to have less of an impact on governance. That's relatively straightforward and usually similar across many Web3 governance ecosystems. So in addition, there's new guidelines. Woohoo! Grantees are now required to meet specific milestones before receiving the payment. I think this is a great thing. Sometimes when you have a great idea and you get funded for that idea, it doesn't work out the way you thought it would. It's easy to just, let go of what you were doing. But if you know you're not getting paid out till you finish the project, it's more of there's a whitelist in the beginning, but the actual funding is retroactive, which I think is a great way to run a grants program. I do not think, like in the NDC, I think one of the major issues actually is that all of the funding for the most part is like upfront funding, where you submit a proposal, we say, okay, we trust you, we give you all the funding, and then if you don't do what you said you're going to do, it's very difficult to engage clawback funding or whatever else. Whereas if it was more of, okay, you get a few $100s now to start, or just start for free, and then when you're done, you get the larger payments, or you have milestones, that would probably work out a little better, in my opinion, for organizing a grant program. But that's okay. At least Meta Pool DAO is doing it, in my opinion, in a pretty efficient way, which is great to see. So the beginning is you fill out a pre-selection form here. So this form is, again, to get whitelisted. So this is basically saying, are you a real project? Are you actually trying to do something, so what's your email, what's your name, Telegram handle, Twitter, and category? Oh gosh, it's going to make me actually testing at gmail.com, right? Your name is Chloethedev, Telegram handle, same, Twitter account, same. Let's see if it lets me go without a link if they use regex or not. Education, awesome. So we can move on. Now it wants to know your near ID, right? So Chloethedev.near, obviously we'd have a lowercase c. Round where you are participating, it's going to be round 7. In the future, they can just edit the form, make it round 8, round 9 as well. URL to our proposal. So link to a Google Doc, including your full proposal. So you'd have to have some sort of Google Doc.com. Okay, the amount being requested. So I want to explain a little bit here. If I request 10,000, woohoo! I want to get rich. mpDAO got 110,000. I'm only asking for 10%, right? No big deal. I will need to get 10% of the total votes. Okay, every $1,000 you request, you're asking for pretty much 1% of the vote, and so you will need one. That's what you will need. So if you look at some past proposals, let's go to the most recent one. Okay, in February, is it going to open? No, because we're on the old site. Let's go to the new site. Wait, did that work? Oh my gosh! Wait, it's working on the new site. So cool. Wait, this isn't going to work. See, because to add voting power, it needs to be mpDAO, not Meta. And so I can't add more Meta as voting power, sadly, even on the old site, which is sad. But anyways, what's really cool to see that's working on the new site now. It took a little while. It doesn't show here my mpDAO holdings. It doesn't show a lot of things, actually. It doesn't show... I guess these are averages. Time until payments, 14 days. So yes, it will do the payout at the end of the month. It is clarified here on the UI. Love to see it. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted. This is really cool to see. It is showing up now. It seems like what I can't see though is like how much how much Meta I locked or any of that. But that's fine. I think this is pretty cool. Maybe it's because it's locked here. But I would love to see this amount. Actually, maybe it's fine. It's all here. mpDAO, how much is locked, how much is here. I think it's doing pretty good. Great job, mpDAO. I love this new UI. The old one isn't working that great. I wish I could stake again. But that's okay. Anyways, we go to grants. We go to previous grants. What? Excuse me. Where is the information? Maybe I'm going to assume the information is here. And it's only not showing because my internet's something wrong with the computer. That's very weird. I mean, all of this information was here last week when I did the stream. Currently, I am unable to find any information about. Maybe they're working on this page right now. I know the MetaPool team is constantly working on updates to the page, and they are working on a new multi-chain governance page specifically. And so I would assume this new governance page might have information about past results. But I did want to show how many votes it required previously to get a proposal passed. I remember off the top of my head, most proposals needed at least 1 million votes to be able to be passed. Some required like 2, 3, like the winning proposals sometimes had above 3 million votes. And so again, if we're saying that, and that was, oh gosh, it's hard to remember percents. Okay, I'm gonna try to open on a different page and see if I can get it to open. Now I'm seeing nothing. I'm happy I'm live streaming right now because I feel like if I wasn't live streaming, I think I was going crazy or something. Okay, and nothing. Here, when I go to grants, I'm seeing actually nothing. Okay, so maybe it's coming. Maybe they're updating the new one because now I'm seeing the grants on the old page with no information. Oh, wait. Wait, it's just slow. We're good. Good thing, one of them's working. Let's open all of them to see if... we got this one to work too. Okay, we're getting some to work. Let's see what's happening here. I love this. Now this page is back. We're just going to keep waiting. Anyways, we only need one of these for now. This is good enough. This is all I just need to show one. So anyways, this round finished in November of 23, November of last year. So not that long ago. And you can see that, 6 million votes would give you 22% of the previous vote. And that would have been eligible for about $22,000, right? Which is amazing. Which is huge. Previously I think grants were getting, under $1,000 for most initiatives. which is still amazing. Okay, to me, any kind of community grant funding is awesome to see. But the fact that the same proposal, right? MetaPool Vietnam, eSol Labs, Amazon Web Services Workshop, Staking Event, MetaPool, a multi-chain innovative DeFi platform. This, okay, it might not look, okay, I clicked the actual proposal. It might, everything's opening. I love it. So it's just a bit slow. No worries at all. So this proposal here, the funding requested was $2,500. This exact same initiative, for example, right? If they asked for this amount, it would get approved because they got well above the required amount. But arguably, this team, if they were able to get this much votes, could have requested a lot more if they were able to get that same amount of votes. So I think that's pretty interesting to see. It is important to kind of look and see maybe in the past how many votes people were able to get or how active was the community in a grant round. So here you go. This team here got around 3 million votes, which is around 11% of the vote. If you look into their proposal, we'll be able to see how much they were requesting. And previously, you didn't always get how much you requested, right? Previously, it was like a pot, and you'd kind of, there was some like calculation based on how much votes you got and everything else. Okay, well, maybe this will take too long to open and might not be worth it. I'll kind of wait for it. So here we see the most recent grant round in February of this year, the one I wanted to show. This is the most recent one. Wait, this looks like the same information. It was opening incorrectly last time. Anyways. So this was the most recent proposal. It seems like you need, let's say you wanted around 1% of the vote. You would probably need around, so 1% would be around $1,000 grant. You would need around, let's say, 400,000, 350,000 voting power, right? So you could almost imagine, and I think AVB was talking about this previously, where if you're saying you want $1,000 for your initiative, and you know that requires around 400,000 voting power, well then you can also do the calculation in your votes. So you can kind of see, if you lock for 300 days and, right, you don't want to put that much money in. You want to put, let's say, $400 in. Sorry, what's 1,000 US? That would be 2, 3, 2, 4. Okay, so for 24,000, I guess, MetaPool mpDAO tokens, which is worth around $1,000 US, let's say, you would get 120,000 voting power. Okay. Now, if you look at the grant scheme, right, that would not be enough to get your 1,000, right? Okay, that's fair. But if you do plan to be locked for 300 days, maybe you're a content creator. So maybe you're someone like me doing a weekly stream about MetaPool Mondays. And so maybe you're like, hey, you know what? Again, none of this is financial advice. The tokens could all go to zero. In no way am I trying to tell anyone to invest into anything. That is not the purpose. We're just talking about potential pathways that people could take in an ecosystem. What you could say is, you know what, I want to do a monthly grant of, let's say, around $500 for the initiatives that I'm working on. So I'm doing this stream, or maybe even $100 a week. I think my stream is worth. I'd like to do giveaways. Like, for example, we have Nedlar and Kwame here. I could ask for NEAR accounts. I can do giveaways. Actually, Nedlar, Kwame, if you guys are still here, or whoever's here, feel free to drop your NEAR account in the chat, and I will send you some Meta tokens. Why not? I can't use them right now anyway. Actually, what I meant to do is transfer use max. That's actually not, that's not going to work. It won't let me use the entire amount. Let's see what amount it does let me use. I will try and transfer 5 NEAR to Chloethedev.NEAR. We'll do that first. 5 NEAR is a lot. Usually you need to keep some NEAR in your account for storage. Nedlar7.near. Awesome. So successful. Let's open up Chloethedev.near. Let's take out Nedlar7. Let's send some meta, right? Oops. That did... The copy and paste did not like me. And the amount, 81.9. There you go. Not very much, but and again, I've shared this. When you go to the old MetaPool page and you go to do a lockup, if you are planning on getting more meta, it's best to lock your positions and then migrate when you're done, because your account can only migrate once. You can create multiple positions. As you see, I was able to create 2 positions, but after you've migrated, you cannot go back and then migrate again, which sucks. You can create a new account, send those tokens to the other account, lock up, and then migrate there. What I would suggest is, if you get more meta, migrate for 30 days on that new account. Lock for 30 days on that new account, migrate, and then after 30 days, you can withdraw your mpDAO, transfer it back to your main account. So 81.9, meta, send, awesome. And the next one is Caymans.near. Wonderful. I'll send you 81.9 as well, if I have that much left. I'm not even sure how much I have left now. I do. My math was not incorrect. Look at that. 81.9. Oops. So personally, I would love to do the stream every Monday. I did something incorrect. Haha. I love that Near doesn't let you send tokens to that account that don't exist. Near's awesome for so many reasons. On Ethereum, you send tokens to an account that doesn't exist, the tokens get sent there. Regardless. Anyway, so thanks for coming out, guys, and watching the stream. You guys each now have 81.9 meta. You can follow some of the instructions from the stream. You can lock those tokens up. Now, of course, 81.9 meta locked for this much time would only be $22.30 a year. It would, be, where's my monthly? 19 cents a month. I love that. 81.919. But you're welcome. It's a start. Again, this is more about educating yourself than it is about, getting some kind of funding or anything like that. So hopefully you guys enjoy going through the pathway yourself. But in this grants program, again, just trying to showcase that maybe I wanted to go through this myself. Maybe I do buy 24,000 meta. Maybe I do stake those. And then with my 130, I would need me and a friend, me and my editor. But you could imagine if you were able to get $500 a month, then maybe it would be worth it to do this for multiple months and just continue engaging in the ecosystem. So this upcoming round in June, a project I advise for near Antigua is going to have a proposal in. So I don't want to submit my own proposal and then take away votes from them. I'm going to be shilling them hardcore over the next few weeks and over the entire month of June. But once July comes around, I'm probably going to put my own proposal in for MetaPool Mondays. Generally, I don't necessarily care too much about how much I'm getting funded, but I would love to be able to. This is great. Nedlar and Kwame, you guys kind of sharing your Near accounts live, being able to then engage in the platform and then be able to vote right away is very cool. I would love to be able to, for example, if I talk about different validators, like Near Week, I would love to be able to give out some tokens during the stream and then maybe have some people. Obviously, you can vote for whoever you want, but maybe they also decide to vote for Near Week and vote for Near Antigua or vote for their own initiatives. It would be great to see other people start their own grant processes and then maybe get their own communities voting for them, which would be awesome. So that was the application form. So again, you can go through that form, request your funding. Again, it's 1% for every 1,000. It can be confusing a little bit, but basically you can try and do some calculations. If you know that your community has 10 million voting power, well, then that might help you understand how much you want to request in a round, right? Why should your project be included, right? We do good, right? You might want to do a little more than that. But how do you meet the eligibility criteria? Now, if you're looking for where the eligibility criteria is, I'm pretty sure in the docs, you can type out grants. So here's some specific initiatives. Let's see. I'm looking for, I know there is, there you go. A full grant guide, right? Going through all the information. There's more information about where the treasury comes from. And then what we're really looking for is the guidelines, right? So if you're looking for, maybe they should be, this should be linked in the document, because again, these things can be hard to find sometimes. But the guidelines, right? Up to 4 milestones. The distribution happens upon milestone completion. If it's less than $1,000, you could have 1 milestone. So again, you might be doing this for the first time. For example, myself, I would have 1 milestone. I'd probably ask for like $819 per month. And I'd probably say that, hey, I'm going to do 1 stream a month on Mondays. I'm going to give out at least half of the amount in mpDAO tokens to those that come out to the stream and engage with, let's say, socials. And I'll use the other half of the funding probably to pay an editor to edit the streams up and cut it up for socials. That would be my proposal. And basically, right, we already know they support education projects. So because this is an education stream, it would be under that. Content creation, again, not only am I educating, I'm also trying to do content creation. I'm also trying to have like TikTok pages, Instagram pages posted on X and Farcaster. So that would be engaged there. DApp integrations, right? So I'm not doing anything technical. So my proposal would not be under DApp integrations. But you can imagine maybe Mintbase wanting to add ST Near as an option to buy NFTs. That might be a way where they might apply for a DApp integration. Events. So if you want to have an in-person event, online event, whatever else, you can apply for funding there. Maybe your local university, you'd like to get some funds, so maybe to start off, so you can educate them on how to use mpDAO, give out some mpDAO tokens to your friends and local community, and maybe the month after that, you guys want to do some content creation or whatever else. But now you would all have some mpDAO tokens and some voting power to keep that initiative going. So you can kind of plan out how you want to engage in the ecosystem. And that's why I love these governance ecosystems, because it's not just, oh, I'm going to buy some tokens and get rich or moon or not. It's not a meme coin. It's a token that you can actually own and engage with over the span of years. I mean, I've been engaging with Meta for years already, and I do plan to be engaging hopefully for years to come, which is pretty cool. Not many, meme coins or whatever. Not many blockchains exist for multiple years and allow you to engage in that way. A lot of blockchains, you just own the token, put it on Binance, and trade with. But there are some like Optimism, Arbitrum that do allow you to engage, and I love that Meta allows you to do this across blockchains. And then AI, blockchain apps. If you have some AI app you want to work on, everyone's into AI these days, you can do that. So yeah, we do good is a short answer, but you would expand on that in your application and choose the amount of milestones. So for myself, again, I think 1 milestone under $1,000 is where I would go. I know some larger projects might do 2 milestones. Let's say, again, you want to have 1 milestone to create marketing material, guides, and give out funding to your community. And the next milestone might be an in-person workshop, for example. Next, so milestone 1, what are you going to do? Marketing materials and guides plus mpDAO token giveaways. Right? I spelled that wrong. Okay. Milestone 2, in-person plus live. Stream workshop. Apparently that's just 2 words. Anyways, in-person and live stream workshop. building on milestone 1, educating on mpDAO lockup to engage in governance, right? So the idea here would be, okay, you have guides created, you have marketing stuff created, you have articles, you may be giving out some mpDAO for some rewards, but now how can you have a full-on workshop and get things going like that? Okay, next. I spelled something wrong again, but don't worry about it. Ending. Are you a member of the Telegram group? Yes. Are you a member of the Discord server? No. In my opinion, these should all be linked. It's great marketing just to have it in the form. Do you follow MetaPool's X account? Yes. I don't use Discord. That's just one of the applications that I do not engage with. So then you can submit, and that's it. There you go. After that, you can get whitelisted to be able to have your proposal onto the mpDAO platform. Clear form. I am in no way going to be submitting that. The initial step shows the core team, allows the core team to access the visibility, to assess, the visibility and feasibility. Oh my gosh. Rewind. It allows for the core team to assess the viability and feasibility of your project. So maybe they think it's too ambitious, or maybe they think the amount isn't correct. Either way, if you're approved, you'll receive a whitelist to upload your proposal directly to the platform. So I'm assuming you'd use your Near account to upload directly, and you can only upload if your Near account is whitelisted to do so. So uses some on-chain whitelisting, which is pretty cool. The application deadline is the 3rd of June. So you do have all the way to the 3rd of June. I'll be talking about this a bit again next Monday, and I'll hopefully be showing the Near Antigua example, because I am working with Near Antigua to put in a proposal. And then voting takes place for about 20 days from June 10th to June 30th. And then after June 30th, you'll see who wins and how much they win. And the next round of voting will hopefully start. Not sure if it'll happen in July. I hope it does, though. Learn more here. They have the docs, which does show what I was showing previously, right? All the docs for voting timelines and how are grants approved. So for example, if a proposal requests $1,000, it needs to secure $1,000 worth of votes. So then there's an example here. If this is confusing for you, I would suggest, throw this whole documentation into GPT-4 and ask it for an example. But for a scenario with 5% of the vote, but you wanted $700, you will not be approved. However, you'll have a second opportunity in the next round because you reached the 5% threshold. Okay? So if you don't get your funding in one round, there's options to get it in subsequent rounds, but you want to make sure you try and keep your ask reasonable for the amount of votes you think you can get in a round. So what should you include in the proposal? Okay, this is a lot of great information of what should be there, additional considerations, right? And then, oh, nice. So I couldn't find the information on here before, but the docs, as always, have everything. So the docs have all the rounds, how much these teams received. So you can see most teams receiving around $1,000, right? Some of it a bit lower than 1,000, some of it a bit higher than 1,000, right? In the more recent rounds, I think a lot more higher values went out, but the total amount, again, average around 1,000, total amount was 30,000, and now we have 110,000 going out in 1 month, which is wild. And so you can see previously in round 2, we had Marma J. So I did kind of manage and then or advise for this project, and it was around $400. So the grant rounds kind of started around 400, 500, moved up to around 1,000, and just kept increasing. And now we see this expanding quite considerably, which is really cool to see. So that is about it for grant round 7. I kind of already went through all the docs. I think I've showcased that MetaPool has amazing documentation. All the information you could need for the most part is in the docs somewhere. It might be hard to find sometimes, but again, search bar is your best friend. You can type in grants and you'll be able to get the full information for all the grant. I'm actually going to share this with the team that I'm advising for, because I don't think they've gone through this information yet as well. So let me quickly, sorry, I got my webcam here and my other screen here. I know it kind of looks awkward sometimes. Meta Pool. I'm just letting them know all the information. Okay, so if anyone has any questions, I know obviously we have a couple people in the stream. Thank you, Nedlar and Kwame, for coming out. Whoever else might watch this in the future. If you learned anything from this, that's awesome. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I might be streaming again on Friday, doing a Flipside Friday stream. Side crypto. Flipside makes it, I guess, easy to create dashboards with blockchain data. So you can get paid for your dashboards, get paid to play on chain, yada, yada, yada. Can I log in with my Near account? Continue with Ethereum, email. See, this is hard. I guess Ethereum. What do you want? MetaMask, I guess, for now, since it's here. I have not used Flipside ever in the past. Ooh, am I using my ledger? That sounds... Let's just log in for it. It's not going to work, see? There's no way... Let's see. Let's see what happens. This may be sign. I can't sign right now. You can't even use MetaMask on with Ledger on Firefox anymore. So let's try this again. We're going to sign in. What? Oh. Cancel. Disconnect. That's not going to work. Sign in with... Oh, I could use MetaMask. Okay, fine. Or I should have said Wallet Connect. My bad. Let's try it again. Wallet Connect. Because I do have MetaMask on my phone, and that is probably the easiest way to do this. I won't spend too much time going through this. I do just want to at least potentially go through this on Friday. So MetaPool Mondays, Flipside Fridays, and the idea is, it's saying scan it with my phone in any capacity. Let's see how that works. Connecting to MetaMask, connect. So this is my Chloethedev. There you go. Did it work? Sign in. Okay, I am logged in. Cool. I'm already logged in. I don't know why it's showing this page anymore. I already logged in. Anyways, let's go back. See if it... What? Okay, connect with Ethereum. Sign in with Ethereum. Ethereum. What? Polygon? I guess? What? This is weird. I'm already logged in, and it's not letting me... I already did it. Ethereum. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, sign. Sorry, I didn't sign yet. Now I signed. Wow, Dig's worth $700? That's crazy. I don't use that. Sign message. Sorry, I thought I already signed. Sign message. What is happening? Okay. Accept. Access profile and email. Okay, we did it. Now we are on. We are logged in. Wonderful. The Flipside. Welcome to Flipside. Are you an analyst, a developer, or a visitor? I guess I'm an analyst. Right? That's what I'm here for, at least. You're welcome. Okay, so now it's saying I can access data, get paid for dashboards, and play to earn. That looks interesting to me. I think most people are clicking play to earn first. I have no clue. Yeah, you're very welcome, Kwame. $100,000. Okay, I don't care. Total value earned. Oh, cool. Okay. I'll look at. They have quests. Enter near with the Rainbow Bridge. Haven't they already done this before? What? It doesn't even say how much is available. This is weird, but let's do it. You can connect your Near account here. Right? There you go. There's 938 rewards available. You get $5 for doing it. Enter quest, bottom right hand corner. Complete quest. I think I've already bridged from this account. Probably not, actually. Transaction verification within 90 minutes. Oh gosh. Okay, well, before I do that, let's just go to rainbowbridge.app and let's log in with my Ethereum account and let's see. Connect. Let's have fun with this. Let's see if I've completed this task as of yet. Okay, so we're just going to scan this with my phone. We are going to unlock device. We are going to, okay, scan it. I love sites like this where it's just you're just using your crypto accounts to do a bunch of random things. And this stream's been going on for an hour, 20 minutes, so I should definitely end the stream soon. But I do find this very interesting, and I'll be doing all this again on Friday, hopefully. Okay, now my page is a bit frozen. Okay, let's try that again. MetaMask. Okay, it's trying to get me to sign old things. Oh, I think that was what I was supposed to sign. Never mind, my bad. Switch network, Polygon. I don't know why I'm on Polygon. Oh, this actually worked, I think. Switch network. Connect. Sign. Sorry, now I'm signing a transaction to enter Flipside on Ethereum, Rainbow Bridge, so I can check to see if I have already finished this back to earn. Okay, so I'm trying to earn. There's other stuff here. I'm probably never going to do the rest of them, but if I can earn, swap on ref. Okay, I've done this one for sure. Enter quest. Cool. Complete quest. Back to earn. Okay, so let me open that again. Rainbow Bridge still is not connected. Okay, let's try this again. MetaMask never works that great for me. It seems like it worked this time. Awesome. Let's refresh the page. I'm looking for scan transfer history. I'm looking for transfers from Ethereum. This isn't correct. Darn it. New transfer. I'm trying to find if this account ever transferred. Doesn't seem that straightforward to check if a specific account. I don't see a simple hit. Oh, there you go. But it's not showing which, like this one. Let's check. View, transaction hash. See, this is the wrong one. This is from marmerj. Near. There you go. marmerj.eth. Okay, so it seems like Chloethedev.eth did not do a Rainbow Bridge transaction. So sad. Will I do one? Probably not. But I did swap on ref. Liquid stake on LI near. Wait. This one says the reward is $0. What? Rude. So the only one that has an actual reward is the bridge one. That's hilarious. Because I could just add. Oh, then I have to sign my ledger. Oh gosh, see that's confusing. So maybe for next week I'll add marmaja.eth and I'll try and get the 0.5 near from that. That's kind of annoying though. That more quests would be great. Come on, guys. Oh, MetaPool should have a quest on here to because on MetaPool you can do Ethereum and you can do Near and you can just anyways. Data, build queries. Maybe I should go back to the homepage and just click access to data, and then create, and then dashboard. Oh wow, very cool. Click here to activate the tab, settings. No, where do we get data? Okay, simple enough. But how do we choose where? Like, do you have to query data first? I should watch a guide. Right, I'm assuming you query data first and then put that query into your dashboard. But what do I know? And how do you choose whether you get it from Near or not? Yeah, so you probably do a query or use someone else's query and then kind of create a dashboard off of that query. Very cool. I'm going to have to obviously go to documentation. Let's open that up. Documentation's wonderful. And we're going to be using SQL, lame. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe you honestly just query it the same way across any chain and then just ask for things differently. Let's go to the search bar, type in Near. Okay. We've enhanced our ability to analyze Near DeFi ecosystem with this new table. Interesting. So yeah, it seems like it's all the same regardless of what chain you use, and you just kind of take the information out. I don't know. Flipside Fridays is for Fridays. It's today's Monday, so I'll probably spend some more time looking through this on Friday. If anyone finds that somewhat interesting. I am barely a developer. Especially these days, I do not really engage much with developing my own code. But I mean, with some GPT help and some documentation and some examples, I'm sure we'll get through some stuff. So thank you everyone for coming out to Chloethedev Unfiltered, Metapool Mondays with Chloe. Hopefully you learned something new or had fun engaging. I think the one major, we won't call it a bug, the one major issue that we might have had was the inability, reopen close tab, the inability to add more meta tokens to our stake after we migrated. But again, not the biggest deal. You can open a new account, send the tokens there, deposit your stake, migrate that way. And so it's not a huge blocker, but it is, if I wanted to add my little voting power, right, for these days, we get to open up pretty quickly now, which is awesome. Hit approve, but it does not allow us to add more voting power in Meta after we have already migrated to mpDAO. So I'm not sure that's the best user experience, but that is the way it is. So thank you everyone for coming out. Like always, I usually when I end my streams, because I'm not sure exactly when, like the stream's about 15 seconds behind, sometimes longer, I usually stop my video first. So I will do that now. Okay. And then I generally will stop my audio recording so that that kind of just slowly fades out. So again, thank you for coming out. Much appreciated. And God's willing, you'll see me on Friday. So bye bye.